All right, so it's Monday. Monday, summer started. Done with school, high school, finally graduated. Nevertheless, gold. I'm pretty sure I recorded a video like a few days ago, talking about me changing over to GA purely. I'm not sure if I uploaded it. I don't know. I think I might have, but I recorded a few videos but never uploaded. Um, we're on to strictly gold, honestly. Few factors that played in part of that. One was the the readability, or the I don't know. I understand gold. I'll just leave it at that. I understand gold. So to the point where I'm confident to trade it as my only pair. We go to GA. Oops. Let me go to the one that had marked. We go here. Chopping, chop. Gold doesn't really chop that much, and if it does, it'll chop in a way where you could get a few trades off. Like it doesn't chop for like days on end. It'll weeks on end. I'll say it'll chop for a few days. Give you a double top like right here, boom. You know, but as of lately, I was in a. I've been reading what's it called? Best Loser Wins by Tom Hugard. And one of the things he talks about is changing when you're fearful to being hopeful, and when you're hopeful to being fearful in regards to losses and wins, or winning trades and losing trades. So winning trades, I tend to cut them off faster than I should. Right here, I'd be like, all right, uh, I'm already up a couple $100. Let me just cut the trade. I do something like that out of fear of it being reversed when I should be adding to this position. But the prop for my trade, I can't really add because gold has a very low leverage. It's like 1 to 10. I can only get one good like trade off that could pay off a good amount. So I was in a sell from was here. Was up here. Somewhere up here. Stop loss was like this. I was in a sell. I just know I was in a sell here. I had my TP pretty far. I had my TP here. Initially had my TP here. I had a shorter trade. I'm pretty sure I entered here somewhere. It was in 1 of 3 somehow, or yeah, 1 of 3. Had my original TP was here. Yeah, it was this. So I have something like this. 1 of 3. I moved my TP down. Right, trying to get my trade to run for more, but this is where that mindset doesn't apply here, because if we look we scale out, which is what I wasn't doing. I wasn't scaling out. Price is in an uptrend. In my opinion, price is in an uptrend. We do see this overall down trend, but as of right now, what we're looking at right now, see price come down, reject this psychological level, push up, come down, reject off of the 3250, creating a trend line, right? Boom, first hit, second hit, it pushes all the way up, or at least all the way up. I got it in a sell here, pushes all the way down again, rejects off of this, creates a higher low, inverted head and shoulders, right? And this was on Friday, right before the week closed. I entered on a buy here. I was very, very close to exiting this, but I listened to myself. I've been wanting to just stay more disciplined with my trades. This is a trade I had. I, I mean, you look at it over time, you scale out, and it's very easy to see a downtrend, right? But just seeing the weakness in breaking structure of the downtrend, it broke this lower low, created a lower high over here, matched it. So it almost broke structure here, matched it, came down, gave us a higher low. I see market structure already broken alongside this overall rally up here, low retracement, right? Rally up. Um, yeah, price rallied up. I had my TP here initially, moved it all the way up here. But for prop firm's sake, I did exit this trade so I can enter a new one. So I exited this trade around up here. Instantly re-entered a new one, right? Saw price come down, retested this 33.50, push up, wick down again, then instantly just drove all the way up. What did I do? I entered here, stop loss right here. TP was initially right here. Had a 1 to 3, but I moved it up, my TP up. Move my stop loss to break even. It's either I win or I win more. So I could either win by going break even, or I could win more by getting more than my target originally was. So we see price already broke the trend line. A, B, C. Price broke C. Looking for it to get to B and eventually A, honestly. Price purely rallied up last week. I did make a video last week but never posted it, but I had a very strong bias. I put gold was gonna make basically this move it made this week last week, but price didn't, because I saw price consolidated really for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. For 5 weeks it stayed within this range. It did not break higher or lower. In 1 week it overtook, you see these closes, none of these closes close above this area right here. 1 week overtook 5 weeks of essentially consolidation. That gave me a lot of influence that on Monday, Sunday, we'd be seeing a strong rally up. That's what I was anticipating. But once markets opened Monday, came down for a retracement, and again for the uptrend. From here to here, we see a Fibonacci retracement. Barely, it doesn't even tap the 50%. We also see a even higher time framed head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder. But even just not even looking at that, just looking at price structure, market structure for what it is, we just see a higher low here. Continues up, pushes above this area, breaks this trend line. I mean, we're off to the races here. I also, on a lower time frame, had a counter trend line here, I'm pretty sure. It's like this, yeah. Had a counter trend line here, instantly broke through. Once you see this, came down to retest 3300. Easiest entry you could have gotten. Literally right here. Could have had your TP. Could have had it all the way up here, honestly, because I'm still anticipating price to get all the way up here. We know that due to what's been going on with the economy as well, with the tariffs, a lot of fear has been driven into the US dollar, right? A lot of fear has been being driven into the US dollar, causing gold to be a safe haven, essentially. That's what gold is. You need to know your pairs. Literally, gold, when there is fear in the US market, fear in the US dollar, gold will tend to be bought. That's what happens, right? You can even see the correlation between the DXY and gold. Right now, gold's pushing up and DXY is pushing down. Gold's pushing up, DXY is pushing down. You see, there's a correlation between the two. So I don't strictly trade that, but I use that as a confluence as well, just to give me even more confidence in the trade. But for right now, I entered this trade, waiting for just letting price move. Honestly, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure there is some announcements today. I read that there were going to be a lot of announcements today. Oh yeah, and this Friday is NFP. Are there? There were announcements. There's gonna be a lot of announcements throughout the week, so I'm gonna be ready for that. But yeah, man, just learning to have less fear, learning to rely less on fear and rely more on just trusting my strategy, letting my strategy move me. If I enter a trade, I'm going to trust it. I enter it because I trust it. I want to be more like a sniper, because I can't lie, my trading's been like a machine gun. I've been spamming trades, sell, buy, sell, sell, buy, sell, and then I'll get. I do this until I get the bias I really want, because I'll have a bias, but then I'll enter, it goes in the negative, I'll re-enter, goes in the negative again, re-enter for my original bias, and at the end of the day, my original bias most of the time is correct, and I end up losing because of this. If I have taken 200 trades on my funded account within the last 40 days. That's 5 trades a day. And I'm an intraday trader, so my trades typically last a few hours. My longest trade has been like a day, I think. Because gold moves fast, so. But usually my trades aren't that long, so I take quick losses, a lot of quick losses, but those pile up because I'll be entering, and then I close my phone, see prices in the negative $200, close it, reverse the bias, but I'm not scaling out when I do that. I just simply reverse. Like I would literally wake up, see I got stopped out of a trade, and then re-enter while I'm sleepy. Literally just click buy. If I'm in a seller and I see I got stopped up, buy. And I never win those trades. So I want to be more of a sniper. I have a 30% win rate, but I'm still 25. Right now I'm 25% in profit on a $25,000 account. I'm at 36% out of 20 of my consistency goal. I need like 5 more percent maybe to cover that, but I don't even care at this point. I'm just enjoying trading because I'm enjoying sticking to my strategy. I'm enjoying sticking to the risk management and learning to trust myself, because this will take me as far as it can, honestly. Learning to scale out, getting better at reading the markets, learning gold. This is what's driving me. Reading books, learning new things that I probably did know, but not in that not phrased the way it was. So yeah, I've been real focused on that, and I know I said I was gonna be more consistent on YouTube. That was when I was in school, though. I got no excuse now. I genuinely have no excuse now. So yeah. Was in this long trade. That trade was like 2K. No, 2K. That's 10. It was around 10% on one trade overnight. Like, I'm kind of glad I was leverage locked, because gold moves fast, and if I had like a 1 to 50 leverage on gold, that would not play out nice, because knowing me, seeing the numbers, I'd get greedy, but I've been switching more to I am a winning trader. You know, I lose 30 trade. I win 30 trades every 100, and I'm profitable. I'm profitable. I'm not trying to be. I'm a profitable trader. I'm not. I don't let myself spiral out of control anymore. I would get into losing trades, but if I see prices going up, I'm going with the trend. That's another thing this book talked about: going against the trend, selling when the price is high and buying when price is low. When I should really be buying when price is high and selling when price is low. Going with the trend, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I'm not going to try and predict the market. I've been trying to predict the market. Trying to predict the high of the day, the low of the day. That's taking me nowhere. You'll get lucky. I can't lie. But you're not predicting this. You're not predicting price to get exactly to this pinpoint, exactly to this dot, this pip value, and then drop. It's just not happening. Until this point, I'm in buys, right? Price is pushing up, I'm in buys. Until price invalidates the buys, then I'm still in the buys. We see price push down, lower high, tries to push up, push it all the way. Buys are no longer valid. This is a more extreme example, but of course you're gonna see the lower high here, probably enter, get stopped out, enter again here. Once you see a strong push down, and I've also been trading more of a naked trading, more no indicators really. I still pay attention to my sessions, of course. Knowing one thing I realized also is that if price is above or below a key area during the start of Asian session, typically it'll bounce off of that area. Typically, it's not a guaranteed. It will sometimes bounce off of that area. It'll sometimes break through that area. But yeah, I'm just being more wary of where price is. So that I've just been growing more self-aware with regards to trading. Price has been pushing up. Why am I gonna sell? Why? Oh, tell me why I'd ever get in a sell right here. If it goes in my favor, it goes in my favor. But I wasn't sticking to my plan. I'm getting rewarded for going against my plan. You made money. Good job. Anyone could do it. A baby could have clicked sell. How do you defer from a random accidental click? I defer because when I see price going up, I'm following the trend. It's all about following the trend and not going against it, because when you go against it, you're gonna get punished because the market doesn't care about you. And the market doesn't care about me. I'm just trying to go with the market. That's really it. And I'm gonna continue reading these books and absorbing as much knowledge as I can, because that's all that really matters. If I lose this trade, there's literally no losing. It's literally win or win more. If I get stopped out at break even, I win because I didn't lose anything. If I win more, then I win more. Like, what's the point in getting obsessed over a trade like this when it pushes into your profit? Just move it to your break even. Unless price is like right here and you can't really move. If price pushes up enough, just play it by ear. Play it by ear at that point. That's what I've been doing. When I see price push up to a point where I'm comfortable, it could find a place to retrace that's not my stop loss, I'm gonna move it to break even. And if I get stopped out and then it continues pushing up, it's a win-win. But yeah, that's basically been it with gold. I'm gonna keep updated And oh, and yeah,